this is Dilani Diva, and I thank you once again for visiting me on www.dilanidiva.com. Today we are going to talk a little bit about dressing our minds as we dress our bodies. Just make a note of how much time we spend and how much effort we spend on color coordinating what we wear and what we pick for the day. So many people spend millions of dollars just adorning themselves, and that's wonderful because that too creates great energy. But how many of us take the time to sit and dress our minds? Things that we don't see and things that we don't experience in the physical world, sometimes because of daily activities, we tend to ignore, forget. And so we tend to take our minds as it is. So when you get up in the morning, you might have a certain thought, which is wonderful, which is blissful, which is rested. Or if you had a cold and your boss was not very good with you, or your friend just abandoned you, or your boyfriend or husband was rude to you the day before, you would have a tendency of, carrying a very sad thought in your mind. And this can prevail throughout the day for you. Most likely it will. And so the energy that you create from your mind, the spirit that you hold in your mind, can lose its vibrance, its vitality. And as I say, the spiritual aspect of us that is held in our thoughts, in our beliefs, is really the powerful engine that causes our future to unfold itself. Many of my clients call me for daily predictions, daily guidance on what best action to take, which choice is better, are they wasting their time with a particular person or a job, and so on and so forth. And one might ask, how is it that my guide, who is a spirit guide, she is a very advanced spirit that speaks to me directly, how is it that she and I can help these people? Well, our thoughts have a direct bearing on what we project into our future. The important thing to remember is that in this moment that we are creating, we have the power of shifting it to something that is better and hopefully better, and not something that is worse. So when I read, what I read is I have the gift of seeing your projected thoughts in alignment with God's grace and God's wishes for you, and how it can come about for you. What are the obstacles that we might find? And that is how I read into the future. So a lot of it is really based on what you do, what you think, and what you speak. And therefore, you have a huge bearing on the spiritual growth of your path, and also the greatest blessings that you receive are really governed by how you place your spirit, how you place your thoughts, how you place your mind. And so, this is just a little snippet to leave with you today. Don't you think it might be important for us to really focus on getting the right frame of mind, dress our minds with love and grace and humility and understanding and an acceptance of all that are around us? I was born and raised a Methodist, and I do believe in the Holy Spirit and Jesus Christ. But I also have come to dearly respect the teachings of wonderful, wise people, such as the Buddha, Mahatma Gandhi. All these people that have really profoundly thought about enlightenment, about love, about grace, and so on and so forth. It is wonderful because they also have truth in what they say. And so what I do is I do reading and meditation on what is said so that I have material, I have knowledge that stays with me and that can really surround my mind when I feel that my mind is having a hard time with certain thoughts. And I do very definitely work on getting certain frames of thought into my mind early in the morning. So while I dress and put on these fun things, I do fun things with my mind. I pray and ask for peace. I speak to God and say, Father, if there's any way that I can help those who come to me today, then I ask you humbly that you grant me that wish. Give me the right frame of mind. Give me the right thoughts so that I may help and give great energy to all those that come into my experience, including animals and birds, because they are your creation. Now, some of us feel a little weird to talk about talking to God, but that is the most simplest, most easiest way to ask and connect with that source, the power of spirit, for God dwells in all of us. And so I pray that today you think about dressing your mind as much as you dress your body, so that you can shift your energy, you shift your awareness, and you make the most of God's creation, so that you too will have a life of abundance, of peace, and so much of blessing. To you, my friends, and to you, my clients, that is my wish for you. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day today as you dress your mind and you dress your body. Namaste.